saying the classic definition of a security, you invest in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit. You're saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did. If it's a security, we're regulating it. And let me just, we've been doing this for a long time, and we've built a $19 trillion economy, a securities market that's the envy of the world, following these rules. If you have an ICO or a stock, and you want to sell it in a private placement, follow the private placement rules. There's no secondary trading. You have to do that. If you want to do an IPO with a token, come see us. File financial statements, file disclosure, take the responsibility our laws require, and we're happy to help you do that public offering.
You seem to be saying that the SEC is not going to be changing the definition of a security just to suit the ICO community, is that right?
I'm certainly not going to support that.
Okay, let me move on. What about altcoins? We have discussed Bitcoin, but there are other altcoins out there. There is Ether, for example. There is Ripple. Is Ether a security?
So Bob, I'm not going to comment on specific crypto assets and whether they are a security or are not a security, but you captured the definition very well. Now, am I giving you my money for you to go off in a venture, where I'm relying on your efforts and the efforts of your colleagues?
But you understand, there are lawsuits, I'm sure you know, right now, for example, over Ripple, about whether it is or is not actually a security. That's partly one of the issues here, and obviously how the SEC feels is very important.
No, we are not going to do any violence to the traditional definition of a security, which has worked well for a long time, and I believe will continue to work well.
Is it possible the SEC might say these were securities at one time and no longer are because they're not centrally controlled, for example?
Look, that's a question that is out there, and will be answered in the specific facts and circumstances. But we've been doing this a long time, and there's no need to change our fundamental approach.
Let me move on. Bitcoin ETFs. A lot of people chomp.
And he totally dodged the question, and this is why I hate government agencies, because they should be clear. I mean, him saying, I don't know, it could be a security, couldn't be a security, here's the definition. All they're doing is they're leaving it open to the courts, and all that means more money is going to be spent on litigation. It's just making everything more expensive for entrepreneurs because they don't want to take a clear stance. And I don't know the reason why, maybe because they're waiting. I mean, to be honest, I don't know, but this is really, for me as an American citizen, this is really stupid. I mean, you've had plenty of time now as the SEC chairman to figure out, certain currencies, are they securities or not, and make clear rulings so that people here that want to do business on cryptocurrencies, they know what they're doing. And I don't know how he's going to help the economy by giving wishy-washy answers and saying, well, this is the law, and you need to determine on your own and come to us and file. Like, no, man, you just make clear examples. I mean, there's cases out there that you can say, yes, this is a security, no, this is not a security, this is why. And then you can actually help foster business innovation and growth. There's probably some sort of political stuff or some sort of back channel thing that I'm missing. And maybe you guys can leave this in the comment, but this interview right there where he won't take a position on Ripple is ridiculous, and Ether, because we need this clarity. This is why people are going to go to Germany or China and basically create a bunch of jobs and create a bunch of business opportunities in other countries that, whoever is going to do the regulation, they'll just be clear and make it simple. Like, this is what we're going to do, and this is what you have to do, and bam. And yes, I understand the U.S. marketplace has great regulations, a great track record, even though we've had plenty of scams like Enron or recently we had that crypto scam. What was it? Riot Blockchain. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on this. This interview kind of ticked me off, but I'll be posting more of this interview as well, so feel free to go through the channel and let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you soon.